Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 2B2T. We are here on the test server with 401 other people. The primary server has gone down for maintenance because they are moving the entire world to a new server, a new machine, due to its size and performance. Maybe that'll help with the lag and fix a lot of other stuff. So I logged in to see, where I would be at and what was happening, and obviously we're at our original base before it was griefed. So I figured, hey, why not record something, do a little tour, stuff like that. Now, this save of the base is, I think, like a month before the griefing. So there's a lot of things that were changed after that, especially in the Oracle. But it's interesting to just scroll through, take a look at the memories. It's really neat. And see everything we're doing, all the loot and stuff that was stolen. I mean, a lot of this was still in these chests. So this is examples of everything that was probably stolen and by the griefers, including extra maps and stuff. I have copies of these maps. We have all the banners, of course, and even more. In fact, this save is before I added banners down the wall. We had banners all the way down that wall. So it's before that. Hey, we got LZ here too. We're all checking out and just kind of reminiscing to see what was here and what everything looked like and exploring and all of that. It's really cool to do so. 1 minute here. Let me pop over here and all right. Of course, I would choke and cough and all that stuff. Anyways, so just kind of looking around, taking a look at everything, all of the memories, and what we were doing at the time when this save, was made. I think all of this really didn't change. Most of the changes happened at the Oracle afterwards. But it is really interesting to look at all this. I noticed that the sound, probably because, no, it's on. I just didn't hear the doors. Huh, that's weird. Woody's statue. You could see it load from its memory. It's showing what was destroyed from my memory on the game. And then it's showing it in its full glory. Look at all the damage, and now it's being repaired. That's kind of cool. Oh, this is before I put the spire on, and before I finished the inside of the gardens, and before I did the entire meeting room up here in the top. So yeah, this is like a month or so before, because there's nothing in here yet. Not even the big meeting table, the throne, all the banners. So yeah, it's a fairly old save, because this entire level was built out. We finished the tree. We put a volcano here. We had more in the crystal tree. We had a mushroom island. No, this was the volcano because it has the steam vent. A mushroom island here. We had flowers and trees all built out everywhere in here. So it's so cool to see. Excuse me, sorry. Even though it's not all the way to where it was when we ended the server. Let's see the archives level. How far did we get here? Oh, I don't even have the pearl chambers up here. Wow. Yeah, this save is old because this is where all the pearl chambers were, and then I had angel's wings on one side of this. So yeah, this is probably a December save, I think, or a January save. because we had a lot of this. We had all of these walls built out. We didn't have the ceiling. How far along? I think probably if I come out here, it won't even have max. Does it have the ceiling yet? Nope, it doesn't have the ceiling. I forget which side Mac's room was on. This is LZ's. Was this one Mac's? It could be. I'm not sure where he was building the giant containment facility with the I forget his name. The character that's from. That's rather miffed. This is Taku and Krande. They haven't been back on, unfortunately. Probably, ran out of prio or whatever. But I haven't seen them on. This is Winter's room. This is Noxious Internal's room. Yeah, so that other one was Mac. So he hadn't even started building here yet. That's just cool. We probably have nothing down here yet. Yeah, nothing. So looks like we started planning, but yeah, we had, of course, I don't know on which sides, but we had the kelp farms and the bamboo farms. We had the giant iron farms. We had the village breeder here. We don't even have the rail coming up yet. We had the creeper farms. We had the sugarcane farms and the bee farms and the dripstone farms all here. And then, of course, down here we were starting on the storage of it all. We haven't even finished or started. I hadn't even started down here. I know this floor was done. Just, in fact, the day before the grief, I believe Mac finished that floor. We've got Dialco's fractal art. It only has the one here, but there's a whole nother one that was up here above it. It's supposed to be a dragon. We've got the Hard Rock Fusionia. It doesn't have the sign fixed yet. Of course, we got the stone quarry out here. We've got our cobble gen. I have to get rockets. More on me? Nope. Oh, deep slate. Can I take it to the other base, please? If I put it in my e-chest. The Woody's monument statue here. Yeah, this base, the museum doesn't have the backside built yet. LZ had this backside built out quite a bit. Let's see, did I make copies of all the art? It's interesting. I have that one, I have that one. I've copied this one, I have that one. I copied that one. I copied copied this one. This one. I didn't see this one. I've got that, and I didn't see these other two here. I've copied this one. So, yeah. These are all the different... Oh, well, some of them are art pieces. Oh, that's a car. I don't remember having a car. Because I was recently... Oh, this is Iron Man. Okay. I was recently at a map base that I found, and so I was copying lots of art. Okay, that's Elden Ring. These are just general supplies. Which one's this one? The Mongols Ride. I've got that one. I never saw this. Cool, cool. Probably can't look at this. It does say anime girl, so I'll stay out of that. We won't show that. Of course, we had our village, or my original town, which was a village, and I turned it into all of this. LZ's little base. We've got Woody's house and Winter's house. There was going to be build out here, not much. We've got Rather Miff's place. You could see it come back to life from being destroyed, as well as Dalkio's house. Love both of them. So, Miffed Manor. Oh, he put a door here. Didn't want someone getting out. Hello? He must have had it blocked off at some point. I think this is before he actually... So if I cut off mid-sentence, it's because I stopped the recording. We can't go up there. There's stuff that is not safe for this video. Artwork. So, yeah, I went up there and I was talking and I turned and, whoa, there's something on the floor. And I just, yeah, we have to cut that out. So I stopped the recording so I would remember, oh, I need to cut this out when I splice the videos together. Yes, don't worry. I have collections of those too. It doesn't bother me. Some of it's really nice artwork. Some of it's kind of weird, but, you know, otherwise it's really nice artwork. Anyways, hey, I could teleport Woody here. That would be funny. But he might be in the middle of a fight or something, so he said he was going to go practice his PvP and spawn. Alright, then I like Dalkio's house. It's just a really designed as in you would think a true like fantasy design, and then with the little hanging things. And then of course, you know, he furnished it really nicely. Although his choice to go up instead of stairs, you have to climb a ladder to get to like the living room here. But still, you know, very nice. Purple couches. And then he has, of course, the masterpiece art. One of them. There's several. Let's steal his supplies. What else can we take a look at? I would go in Winter's house, like, but there's some stuff there that we don't want to see either. There's an area that I have too that we don't want to see. I'm out of rockets. We better go to town here and get some rockets. Too bad the save isn't a little bit further along, so that we could truly see, you know, the full spectrum of everything built out, right? We got the sniffers here. I don't have any sniffers. I'm gonna have to replace them. I haven't bothered going to look yet. Boing, boing. I've got that art. Just so much to take a look around and just recall and remember and all of that. You know, I built this out because it was going to be like a big welcome hall and everything. And, you know, we did get some signs here of people just putting stuff in, but not much. Found from a video in February, so the save was from after February at least. Think happy thoughts. All the different farms and everything that we built. So the original storage shed. Hi, kitty. I'm sorry, we never even named you. Our workshop, the original workshop. Then down below, farms. These are my first farms I ever built, including this one, which, well, it feeds out, but the sugar cane. We've got the secondary bee farm here. We've got our vine farm. I've got to get all of this rebuilt. Oh, this is before I even close some of this up because I closed some of that off. Yeah, the big vine farm works really well. You get a lot of vines really fast. There's the turtle farm over there. All the farms that I wish we had now. And the materials, the supplies. We've got the cartography hall, which I built but never really did anything with it. Besides put this map on the floor. I didn't even get cartographers in there. There's one sitting there, but I didn't get him. The first iron farm, and then the 2 cow farms. The original cow farm. Pig and chicken, and then all of our sheepies. The shake table. Moss farm. The other bee farm. I should, I don't know if I ever really showed it on the other video. And this is the people who raided us in Grief the Base, they found a payday. I mean, first you look at all the chests and you go, okay, oh wow, but most of it's just, oh, okay, chests, there's a couple shulks of stuff in here. All right, we got some stuff, but the actual payday was here. So we've got chests, helmets, legs, boots, everything you can imagine. And then same thing over here. Well, we kept most of the shulker boxes away, but you've got crystals we didn't store here. Some stuff we didn't store here, so it's not here. And this may be, well, this one's full. But then there's a whole nother row over here, yeah. Again, of just all of the armor. So this is silk touch picks, swords, shovels, bows, boots, you name it. Multiple chests, see, look. It's not just this and the one on the other side. It's this one. I don't think, yeah, even a little bit onto the top rows. See, look. That was a lot of wealth that whoever got, or whoever decided to take it out. And then we started dividing all of this up. And so the terracotta supplies, all of the obi, there was more of that. There was lots of it back out at the oracle. Those aren't as important. Concrete supplies. All the little concrete boxes from Apps Store. Sorry, Apps, we found one of your stashes. End blocks. I think I only have a couple stacks of end blocks now. All the prismarine. We barely have any of that. And I just took on a bunch of prismarine too. And I think these are all full. Or did I already sort these? Oh, some of them. There was another stash I know that we found that filled up these again right before we got raided. So there is some stuff here. What else is here that we can look at and kind of just explore? I mean, obviously, again, all of our farms down here just going ham at giving us supplies that I have no idea what we were going to do with. Didn't have a whole lot. We had plenty of pearls. I did spend some time making glowberries. There's some things that we didn't have a lot of, either because we used it or we didn't. Plenty of rockets. Gunpowder's low because it all got crafted. Probably a bunch of iron over here. All the copper that I ground out. Oh my goodness, I wish I had all of that for the new base. Like, it's not tons, but of course all the iron, although that looks like it was just crafted up. That's no problem. We've got the new farm for that. All the glass. This reminds me of the probably 100 hours or more I spent AFK in geodes to collect the crystals to make tinted glass for the Oracle. Was just a nightmare. Of course, wool up the wazoo. Had plenty of that. This is probably before I cleaned up all this, and so I had lots of stuff all over the place. Not so much. At one point, those were full of shulks. So this was my inventory at the time. Unfortunately, I lost all of these kits and a good portion of other stuff as well. All of Fusionia kits. Mainly, not due to this raid. We lost some on this raid, but mainly because of the second base when it fell. I had just taken everything out of my inventory because I was transporting some stuff, and then that's when everything got stolen. And it's like, oh, it just emptied. Fortunately, they gave the banners back because I lost all my banners. We have 7 shulks of different banners, but I got those back. They made copies and brought them back, so I appreciate that. That was a different raid. Winter's Gundams, starting with that one, and then he did that one, and then he was working on this one. He never did get it finished. It never had arms. The smaller ones definitely have a lot more design. I love the green one. I imagine this one would have looked really cool once completed. He had a long ways to go. But the green one, I really like. And then we had Ox Base up here. Octators. I don't think it ever evolved beyond this because he went on vacation or had other things, but his little floating islands up here. Established in January. Shulks. Oh, more gear. Obsidian. Quartz. If this was a stash that I found today, I could tell everybody, hey guys, I found this huge base. There's all kinds of loot. Hurry, come online. Let's get it all. They've got everything we could possibly want. Awesome place. If you haven't had a chance to visit Fusionia and the ruins that are left, it's definitely still worth a visit to see everything. Sure, not everything is built out really nice, but you can definitely tell where the stuff was. Especially the Oracle, but as well as all the other stuff. So, worth a visit if you ever find it. To come out and see this scale, because I'm showing it on video, yes, and I've had the comment of several people that have found the base since it was griefed even, and you know they made the same comment to me. So I never realized how big it really was, and it was, you know, and then everything around it too, you know, all the different farms. I don't think. I think this save was before. Nope. It's here. It's just not done. The one and only map art I've ever done, which is the Fusionia banner. So at the time of this save, I was working on it. I was actively mapping it out. Cool. I still have locked copies, so it's all good. It's all burned now. I imagine if someone flies over it, there's still fires burning as they load the chunks. The failed... Oh no, that's not the failed tower. This is the original, or not the original, this is the rebuilt raid farm. Our PvP arena, which that was a disaster. This one never got off the ground. Can't remember who was building it, if it was Mac or Noxious or someone else. It was supposed to be a drown farm. And then this one here is my failure, trying to build a guardian farm, and I couldn't get it to run. And maybe I think I built it off axis slightly, and so that maybe that messed it up. We got the second farm here that Woody copied. He made a template of the first and just started copying it to build a second XP farm, gunpowder farm, and then of course our gold farm. Not very fast, but it did produce quite a bit of gold. Have to get those things. Need to get those things up and running. I would love to have a good gold farm and a piglin farm for bartering. It's just they're difficult farms to build, and it's hard. You don't want to build them anywhere where you have a base. You want to build them far and stand alone, because of course you're dependent upon the nether. And then the fact that you can't get into the nether roof, it's so hard to get the good rates. It would take an enormous amount of work in the nether to blow out a section of it to where nothing can spawn. Project for the future. Not important to do now, but eventually we will get there. Anyways, a little bit of a shorter video. I won't go downstairs here because this is not safe. So, for video. More supplies. Some more supplies. Woody's house. Really nice little design. It really was for a house. He had his own little smelters and stuff, and his poor kitty. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think you survived. If you do make it out, floating above the town here is a memorial to the base where you could put up your sign and stuff. So I'll have to fly out there on the regular server, not the test server, and check it out. It's a good approximation of the banner using the lava and everything. And then of course LZ's humble abode. LZ, sorry, I raided your chest several times because I was looking for things. So, thank you. I love his little armor stand. We need to do this. Look at this. This is regular Minecraft. There's no mods controlling this. It's really simple. It is basically it's hard to see. So underneath the carpet is water, and there's a water path that just goes like this in a little rectangle. Oh no, it's not under the carpet. It's up here. It's the water here that's pushing the armor stands. And the carpet is holding the armor stands up. So I believe how you put it together would be to place the armor stand down on a carpet on a block, and then, or not on a block above the carpet, put everything on it that you want on it. Remove the block so it drops down onto the carpet, and then of course start your water flow. And then that basically makes a little moving escalator that the armor stands travel around. It's really cool. I love it. Here, if you want to... Okay, yeah, cross your eyes staring at that. Anyways, thank you all for joining this little memorabilia. I wouldn't have thought to come here and record an episode or anything. It's just that the main server is down for an upgrade. Not, unfortunately, the upgrade to 1.21. I wish. But just equipment upgrade, which is good too. Maybe it'll get rid of the lag and the server will perform better. But anyways, good memories. It's nice to see the build not quite in all of its glory, but in a good portion of its glory. Thank you for joining, everybody. Take care.